Hi, my name's Jennifer Pickford. I'm a documentary filmmaker living in the Comox Valley on Vancouver Island off the Canadian West Coast. The first time I was in India about 10 years ago, I was really struck by its contradictory nature. It was also quite a wake-up call for me in terms of the effects of globalization on third world countries.
India is simply mesmerizing. So different, so vibrant, alive, brimming with life, color, and spirit. At any given time, anywhere you can find some festival, elaborate wedding, or religious celebration. India is also seen as a world leader in peace and has experienced unprecedented success in nonviolent civil disobedience, thanks to Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, who led India to independence and inspired movements for civil rights and freedom across the world. Carrying notions that India is this exotic, peaceful, promised land, people from the Western Hemisphere flock to it by the plane loads. However, when they actually arrive, they can be quite shocked by its contradictory reality. Poverty and pollution is prevalent. Sexual discrimination is common, and the presence of paramilitary state-armed police corps can seem anything but peaceful. Throughout the time I was in India, I took many hours of video footage. Behind the lens, I found I was able to have a more objective perspective of my experience. I spent 3 months there and traveled extensively, visiting 5 provinces and over 50 cities. During that time, I visited ashrams, temples, and sacred sites, including the Taj Mahal, the holy city of Benares, and I also attended the Kumbh Mela, which is the largest religious gathering in the world, with over 7 million people in attendance. During my travels, I found it very challenging to quantify India. One moment, I was overwhelmed by its beauty and magical mystique, and the next I had tears streaming down my face, an emotional reaction to seeing the poverty and degradation. And one of the hardest facts to face was that Western society has actually contributed to some of these problems. I was troubled by the amount of plastic pollution I saw. With plastics and styrofoam replacing the banana leaves, the streets are littered everywhere with non-biodegradable materials, without any recycling or garbage disposal programs in place, or very few. It is heart-wrenching to see poor families actually burning plastic in a bonfire and standing around it to keep warm, having never been educated or warned about the harmful effects of breathing the toxic melted fumes. At times I was completely overwhelmed by the beauty of India, its gold-laden ancient temples, playful black-faced monkeys, gorgeous tea plantations, miles and miles of wide open desert, populated by colorful indigenous gypsy tribes. But then I realized that this desert was once farmland, but has now turned to dust due to a dark and deadly presence, multinational agricultural corporations. There has been an epidemic of cotton farmers' suicides in India since the late 1900s. In 2012, the Indian Council of Agricultural Research admitted for the first time that farmer suicides could be linked to a decline in the performance of Bt cotton, a genetically modified variety of cotton producing an insecticide produced by Monsanto Corporation. I realize that visiting India has led me to something of a spiritual dilemma. How can I pretend that I'm not troubled by some of the things I witness? How can I live with my conscience knowing that it is in fact my own Western culture that is responsible for these problems I see around me? India is a country rich in culture, steeped in tradition, and spiritually abundant. Unfortunately, some of the negative effects of globalization have been very severe. I feel that these effects can be combated through educating people, raising awareness, and generating discussion about accountability. Sacred India, the Filth and the Divine will be filmed on broadcast quality high-definition videotape and will be mastered to HD for HD TV and film festival distribution.
Hey, thanks for watching this video, and thanks for all your help and support. Any and all donations are really appreciated. Have a look at our website and see some of the perks that are available. We've got some kind of neat stuff going on. And if you're not able to support us financially, why not just share this link with your friends and your family and help us get the word out there. Thank you so much. Namaste.